Hey everyone, so we're doing floor 3 today. So floor 3 today is actually the Priscilla camp floor. Definitely probably going to be a little more tricky than the previous one just because Priscilla camps are just not fleshed out whatsoever. We actually do have the new Priscilla that's Halloween, but I didn't pull for her, and I don't think a lot of people really did because she needs a lot of green unit. She's a great green support, but you need like a full team of the green mono team in order to even get that team to work. So I think a lot of people just skip because yeah, the units are cool on their own, but like they really need to obviously just have the full team together in order to get their full what's the word, power, I guess. But yeah, so looking into the fights, we have 21 through 30, and the restriction again, Priscilla camp. This one, unlike the other one, it's not like all Priscilla camp, just because of how little it was fleshed out when this first initially dropped. The restriction is only 2 Priscilla camp units, so that being 2 Priscillas, 2 owls, or something like that. I think that's how it works. I don't think you need an owl and a Priscilla. Let me see if I can find my other Priscilla here. I have not leveled her up like at all because yeah, there she is. By the time I got her, it was pretty much pointless. Like I really wanted her for the 100 stage mission, or like one of the missions for the event in order to get Rhine Gold, obviously. But then, like I said in the previous video, you actually don't need to clear all the missions. They have they have more missions than you actually need, so you don't have to actually do all of them. So that's pretty nice. So looking at this, I guess we'll just rock 2 Priscillas because one's a general pool, the one's a free to play. It's kind of whatever. We also have to do missions. So I have my notebook in front of me. I went ahead and Google translated all of the missions ahead of time, so now I actually have all the missions, which is really nice. But it's Google Translate, so if I ever get any wrong, I'm sorry about that. Like especially the names of the characters, because they do require you to use different versions of characters. So if I ever get the wrong version of the characters, just let me know in the comments. But looking at our missions, I think the first one is on the 25th floor, so we're not going to have any missions until 25th, so we can kind of just do whatever. Again, you do need to have 2 Priscilla camps on each team at the very least, and then there's going to be certain missions where you have to actually have 3 of them on your team. So I'm going to probably switch this up just to make it faster. I could probably just do Valrem, maybe for AoEs. I think I tried that beforehand, but maybe it didn't work. But it is floor 3. I don't think it'd be that much of an issue. So we're just gonna go for speed farming here, basically, and then probably put Anastasia just because she's a great support. And we'll test this out, see how this works. I don't think it changed my team though, because this is the previously used team, so it's not gonna actually change like the teams for the next stages. So I'm gonna have to do that again. But yeah, again, floor 3, they're a little harder, but I don't think the difficulty really ramps up until floor 7 or floor 4. Excuse me. So we have the stance unit, kind of whatever, that he's able to tank, but you know it was like an AoE, so I think it was AoE. I don't know if the AI did in that situation. Defense down obviously can be applied. Just have some overall solid support, and again, I do have a level 1 unit, so you know, again, floor 3 isn't that big of a deal, especially on the earlier stages. Maybe towards the end, maybe like the final boss will start to become hard or something like that. Then we have this Julius fight. I'll just clear with this team. Who cares? It's not that big of a deal. So this is more of like a worse team. So definitely, if you have better units, especially a lot newer units, you should be fine here. It's not that big of a deal. I remember I probably brought Sword Saint just because she's like a really good DPS, and she also replenishes her buffs every time we get into a stage. So as you can see, her counter keeps going up. So if you do have Sword Saint and you don't have a lot of good options, she does replenish her buffs. So that's a really big thing for this unit. Unfortunately, it's just not as powerful as it is anymore because a lot of the harder content is just one stage, which is that initial 3 turns. Obviously, you can remove buffs like crazy and add buffs like crazy, so her stats kind of do actually just lack without the buffs a little bit. And like, I guess her percentages, because I haven't compared her percentages to any of the newer characters or anything like that, and her stats seem fine, at least attack wise. It's just that she cannot handle like DPS like any of the newer units. Like every new unit just out DPSs her, so it's kind of weird. Take a look at it. But yeah, she fell off pretty hard. But if you do have her, you know, she's good for stuff like this. She's not too bad. She's just not as good as she once was. So obviously we're just rolling through this. If you're wondering, this Christmas Priscilla is the farmable one. I think she's probably there currently. I think that's... I don't think any of the dungeons are actually restricted. So I'm pretty sure every single free-to-play character is actually unlocked right now. You can just go into the Abyss of Memories, which is the right tab, where you can find like a bunch of other special events like the gold dungeons, stuff like that, like the limited gold dungeons where they give 3 times a day. Whenever that event is going on. So in that area, you can find all of the free-to-play characters to farm, and she's definitely one of them. So she's a great pickup. Definitely, probably one of my best Priscilla units, just because she was free-to-play, and the others just, you know, you have to pull for them, so you just have to get lucky. And like, yeah, they've been around for a while, but again, you just have to get lucky. So Priscilla, then I think Al. I actually got Al a little early on, but I never built him out because, you know, I saw the character and I kind of low-key instantly knew he was probably garbage, just because, you know, it's Al. I didn't expect a god tier Al unit in the beginning of the game. I think we did 24. Maybe I should switch up my team because now I can't remember if we did 24 or not. I'm just gonna go over to the boss battle. Hopefully we did. If not, then you're not missing out on anything. It's hard keeping track when you're just basically autoing. Looks like I redid. Oh, I think I redid this before a mission. So on 25. Let's look at the missions here. We need 3 Priscilla camp units, so that's why I went ahead and put on the second Owl, 3rd Priscilla camp unit. And then I guess I just put she on there to tank everything while the Priscilla camps just did whatever. But I'm pretty sure she could just do it solo. And then, yeah, I don't think we have 2 more missions, but those are only going to be on stages 30. So the stage 30 missions are going to be, again, 3 Priscilla camp units, so then you're going to have to put Owl on the team. Pretty sure there was Priscilla mission somewhere down the line. I guess it's not here. So pretty simple. Only the 3 missions on this entire floor. So you can just put any combination of units you like. Again, just 3 Priscilla camp units I'll get to use. I'll probably use someone. I want to use someone a little fun here. We can use Ryan Lab or Labyrinth. I think it'd be cool just because, again, he comes from this area, so might as well use them in this area. We'll put the attack memory on them and just kind of go to town. The other units might die, might not do anything, it doesn't really matter. As long as you have that one solid unit, I think it'll be okay. Oh yeah, it looks like it's a boss battle, like full-on boss battle, so there's no other stages. This guy likes to spawn other things, but I don't know if they'll get the chance to. Yeah, look, he'll spawn other stuff, and then your AI will definitely just always target the boss, so it's not the big deal. I don't know if the stage ends when you clear him. Sometimes with this guy it does, and sometimes it doesn't. So let's see, it does. So all you have to do is kill the big guy. The Sword Saint that I was using prior to Labyrinth, she's a great option. Again, any one unit that you have really built out and fleshed out is pretty solid overall. Moving into stage 26, it's gonna be more of the same old stuff. Again, you really don't care about these stages because they're kind of just fodder. There's ways for you to get the additional rewards. Then the 25th, and then the final stage, or like the 5th stage of the floor, and then the last stage of the floor is kind of where you're going to find your missions most of the time. So definitely, probably keep an eye out there. And if you ever have trouble looking for requirements, you can always just put recommended team, and it'll just autofill your team, and it'll fill the requirements, so you can kind of get like a base off that. Although I do say the requirements at the beginning of like every video, so you guys should know. But yeah, just in case like you're not paying attention or something, or you forget, you can always press recommend. It'll make the team for you, and with all the requirements built and stuff like that. So again, making quick work, these are gold star units, but I'm pretty sure they aren't hammered. I think Priscilla might be hammered for like debuff chance or something, because I was using her for something. I can't remember what though. But it's not too big of a deal. Like you really could just walk in with level 1 Priscilla camp units. Again, as long as you have your other units built up. And yeah, so it is late game. You know, you're not supposed to come in here like clawing your way to the bottom of the labyrinth, you know, or to the top, however you want to see it. Because when you scroll through the pages, you are going down. So just really take your time. There's no rush. This will always be here. We are getting a new labyrinth though. I don't know when. but they said that they're working on it a long time ago. I think it was during like the anniversary stream. They said that they were working on it, or the beach, like the beach live stream. I think they said it there. One of the two, the swimsuit event. But yeah, I don't think it'll replace this one. Maybe, I actually don't know. Maybe it'll just refresh, but I don't think it'd take that long for them to work on it. Then, if that was the case, I think it'd be like something completely new. I hope it is, because that just means like you get some more rewards, and it's a lot more to be unexpected, so it's gonna be a lot more fun. I hope it's not just straight up copy and paste. I hope they put a little spin on it. But so far what we've seen is just like pretty basic rewards. I don't think it gave too many gems. I can't remember. But a lot of the bosses are just reused, which is kind of whatever. So like a lot of the subjugation bosses, especially a lot of the recent ones back in the day when they were actually like when these floors were still really seen, like it was bosses pretty like new, so it got to a point where it's kind of stale, but I hope it just doesn't get to that point. I hope we get some original stuff, like yeah, I'm not too sure what they could do. I just hope it's original. Like I get like not wanting to put too many resources into it, but like at the end of the day, like this is gonna be content that's very long term for your game, and it's gonna be something that you look. It's like a guaranteed content drop for at least 10 updates, you know, because I don't think they dropped any floors together besides like the first time. I think it was like every two floors, and then they kind of slowed it down. But if they drop like one floor per update, it's like 10 guaranteed updates. So if you just like put care into those 10 updates, and you know, you're pretty set for a while. Like, it's good content, I think. It's a little fun, especially if they're a little harder. You know, sometimes it was a pain in the ass, but once you manage to do it, it really feels good. So second to last stage, again, the next stage we're gonna have those missions, so we're gonna be doing those, and then yeah, so these are just kind of fodder stages. Not too much to it. It is what it is. Sometimes you can see some tricky I like the tricky stuff they do like this, where just giving everyone like debuff immunity and stuff like that. It'd be kind of interesting if it wasn't so easy, like your stats just don't really matter. Sometimes like they can do some cool stuff, like how about no magic attacks, so you have to like figure out that you can only use physical attacks. But they like to drop a lot of hints as well in the summary of the mission. Like you'll click this and it says what, like, the hints and like how to beat it, and it's just kind of like brain dead. So for this one, 3 Priscilla Camp missions. Then you have to use owl. So I believe this is the red owl. You actually have to use the red owl. If you don't have them, then you just wait until you pull them, or do another mission. Try your luck some other place. I don't think the 1-star or the 2-star will work here, so just be wary of that. They did drop 2-star characters just to go along with these floors. I don't know which floors in particular, but they did drop more characters because I realized how unfleshed out these camps were. So that's why there's a lot of 2-stars here, because we had to rely on those, and at the time they were new. So pretty interesting that they had to do that. I guess this is the team I beat it with, so we'll just go in and rock it again, see what we can do. And yeah, 3 Priscilla Camp units and owl on the team. That's all you need to complete all of the missions on floor, was it 3? Yeah, we're on floor 3. Pretty simple boss, I think. Yeah, also just almost one-shots. If she were to have crit, then you probably would have died, and if not, Elsa would have had the chance for an additional. And yeah, so pretty simple. Elsa's a pretty old unit too. She's on the general banner, so if you pulled her, then you're pretty set for this stage. And yeah, so that's gonna do it for this time. Next time we'll be taking on floor 4, and I'll see you guys for now. Later.